Welcome to Wrinkle Society of Hope. My name is Summer. Wrinkles is a platform built for women to share their stories of the wrinkles in life they had to press through in order to become the women that they are today. You see, Wrinkle stands for women, rejoicing, and nourished, courageous with a K, life-encouraging stories. Women who care enough to share. I would love to have you come and share your story with the Wrinkles family, to share and provide motivation and encouragement for women to press through and continue to move forward. Also, today you are going to hear a story from one of those courageous women. And I'm asking you, if you can, give her a thumbs up and also hit subscribe and share our Wrinkles family with other people so that we can grow our family, share with other people, and also build a foundation of support for those women that are going through wrinkles today. I'm so happy you came today, and I can't. Hello, Wrinkles family. I have one of my amazing woman that I know because her husband is an amazing pastor here in Phoenix, Arizona. So I have asked her, and she graciously have come to bring her ministry and bless you all with her story today. So First Lady Walker, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. My name is Kimberly Walker, and I'm a native here from Phoenix, Arizona. I'm a PK kid, which is a pastor's kid. I'm married to my lovely husband, Raymond Walker. We've been married for 24 years. We have two boys, that is 14 and 10, and I'm just excited to be here with you all and share my story.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming today. And so as I start out every time, and your face, baby face that you have as well, I don't see any wrinkles, but if you would get a physical wrinkle anywhere, how do you think you would feel about that?
Um, I don't know. Now, in the age that I am now, being 44, I would probably maybe embrace it. If I had a physical um, wrinkle, I mean, just depend on the day too. I might be sad or cry about it. It all depends on the day and how that day is going. So yeah, but I'm embracing my flaws. That's where I'm at in life. Love every curve that's not supposed to be there,
Yeah.
or I think that's not supposed to be there. So I don't know. I would honestly think that I would embrace my wrinkle if I had any.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So as we go through our physical changes and wrinkles in life, as our physical changes and bumps and change curves,
Hmm.
we go through the emotional or just some wrinkles that really hit our lives. What is one story that you would like to share about a wrinkle that you had to press through?
When you sent me that question, I was like, I have so many that I could share,
Yeah.
but I think I would share something a wrinkle that I'm still going through. I've been going through for the last 3 years.
Mhm.
I've been diagnosed with a disease called trigeminal neuralgia and anesthesia dolorosa. So trigeminal neuralgia is when there is a blood vessel pressing on a nerve in your head. We all have a trigeminal nerve that is on both sides of our heads, and the trigeminal nerves goes to here, here, and here. And for some reason, they don't know why I have this disease or what caused it to happen. But I've been dealing with it for the last 3 years. They call this disease the suicide disease, where they say 33% of the people that have this disease end up killing themselves. It's one of the worst pain anybody can deal with. Is beyond going through labor, is beyond having cancer, doing chemo,
Oh my
or
gosh.
any of that. And it's something that it's like continuously. When I first started feeling the pain, it was like electric shocks that were coming across my face. And then it was like a burning sensation where that my face felt like it was on fire. How I very first noticed something was wrong, I started having a numbing sensation on the side of my head. And so I finally one day, which is so horrific, that I went to ER, and actually the ER doctor diagnosed me with it.
Oh, wow.
And so then I, went to a neurologist and had to go through a couple of them that actually could really help me. It's been a struggle. It's been a journey going through this, from having doctors not believing you, just want to medicate you, where I experienced being a zombie because of being on so much medication, where I would get up, go to work, come home, go to sleep, help kids with homework, cook dinner, go back to sleep.
Mm.
Then one of the medications made me kind of like low key have a nervous breakdown. So it was very, very hard going through those things because of this disease, and most people don't know about it or don't understand it. So immediately they say, well, you should do this or you should do that. And it's like, well, I've done all this, but I'm trying to find a doctor that understands what's going on with me. So I finally found one, and, they suggested for me to do this intense radiation. It's a one-time radiation that you do to try to burn that nerve, that vessel off that nerve. Well, I did that and immediately became pain-free. I mean,
Oh.
immediately, up until 6 months later. Then all of a sudden, because of doing this radiation, one of the main side effects is that you can become numb. And so I started to become numb, and I was just like, okay, this is normal because this is what they told me. Well, maybe a couple of weeks later, I started having pain, which was very abnormal. I
Mhm.
mean, the pain so horrific where I felt like I just wanted to rip off the side of my face, literally, just to get rid of the pain. So, I'm going to doctors and doctors, and they're just like, we don't know what to do. We've never seen nothing like this. The numbness is fine. And I think some of them didn't even believe that I was in pain.
Yeah.
I think that they were just like, oh, maybe you're just talking, because they was blowing me off. So this year, I finally found a team of doctors, and I found a neurosurgeon that told me, with having what I have, which that is called anesthesia dolorosa, meaning that you're numb, but you have pain, which is very, very abnormal to have. And because I did that radiation, it's a 1% chance that that could happen. And so I was a part of that 1%. So going through this has been a roller coaster. It has shaken my faith. It has made me want to give up on life. It has made me want to just not do anything. I mean, to the point I couldn't even go to my son's football games because loud noises would trigger and hurt, and it would fire off. Like, it would feel like I got firecrackers just firing off in my face because it's a nerve disorder. So, just going through that and feeling helpless and not being able to do what I needed to do just in everyday life was really hard. But one thing I can honestly say is it has taught me a lot. It has taught me to really trust God. It has taught me that, what you're going through, somebody's going through something worse.
Yeah.
Don't make this a pity party about you, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And regardless, you still have life and you're still breathing.
Mm.
So I just started, pushing myself. I'm still going to work. I'm still going to do what I have to do. Was it easy? Is it still easy?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
because I'm still in pain. I'm on a better medication that is not as bad as it was, but I'm still in pain. Where to the point is my face it feels extremely tight, where it feels like somebody is pulling my skin.
Mm.
And I almost feel like, and I haven't experienced this, but it almost feel like people tell me when they're at their ninth pregnancy, the 9 month pregnancy, and they're like, "Oh my God, my stomach feel like it's about to burst."
Yeah.
That's what it feels like, and it feels like that every single day. That does not go away.
Mm.
But I can honestly say, through it all, God has kept me. He has sustained me, even going through the roller coasters, even going through the crying, even going through the depression. You know what I mean? I'm still here. And every day I thank God that I'm still here. I thank God I'm not a part of that 33% that has committed suicide. I thank God I haven't even had the thought
Yes.
of wanting to kill myself. You know, I've had the thought of just not wanting to do anything, just lay in bed,
Mhm.
but not wanting to kill myself has never crossed my mind. So anybody that's watching this, you know what I mean? We have trials and tribulations that we go through daily. And sometimes the trials and tribulations, they linger.
Yes.
They linger. Mine has been 3 years. And you know what? I still press. I
Mm.
still thank God, even through this pain, even through this situation. You know, I even got to the point a couple of weeks ago where I was like, God, I think I'm even feeling this pain because I could be gone, where I'm not feeling any pain at all.
Yeah.
So I'm just very grateful that, you know, even having this wrinkle,
Mhm.
I'm still here. I can still smile. I can still be happy. You know what I mean? My life is not what it was 3 years ago, but I have adjusted. I
Yeah.
have become the different Kimberly that I am.
Mm. I, I thank you so much about this because I think being a PK myself,
Mm-hmm.
hearing in the church so much, some people think, well, if first lady, or if you connected to the church, that you're not going to really go through anything that's
Mm-hmm.
significant,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yep.
for you've been going through this so much, still, having to press forward through church and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's powerful because sometimes people think that you won't go through a lot because you serve God.
Yeah. Or even if we do go through something, it's not a big deal for us because we automatically just give it to God. Oh no, I was upset going through this. And I was just like, why me? You
Yeah.
know, and of course God was like, well, why not you? You're my child and I'm going to use you the way that I want to and the way that I need to. So
Mm-hmm.
of course, you know, my eyes had to open with that. And I had to say, okay, yes, Lord, you know, because when we tell him yes, that means whatever comes our way, God, we're going to trust you. We're going to believe you and we're going to go through this with you.
Yes.
Now, like I can say, I have my moments, you know,
Yeah.
I'm going to be very honest because I just be like, really, Lord, like I'm just going to continue to be in this pain, you
Yeah.
know, because I know that he's a healer and I know that he's going to heal me. But now I'm at the point now where if you don't, I'm okay with it.
Mm,
Like, seriously, I'm okay because I've seen how from 3 years ago till now, you have healed me,
mm.
my mind
Your mind,
my
yes.
mind. You know what I mean? Because when I tell you I was depressed, I was just depressed. I didn't want to do anything. I stopped singing. I
Mm,
wasn't going to church. And then I would make the excuses, I'm hurting. I don't want to go to church because I just was like, this doesn't make any sense.
mhm.
And then, like I said, to tell people about this disease, you know, they look at you like, oh, you don't look sick. Well, what does look sick look like? Like, why do I need to look sick? You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then, of course, people don't understand it. And then they give their suggestions. Well, you should try this. You should try that. And I'm like, well, first of all, I've tried all those things that you're
Yeah.
saying. And I'm still having this issue. You know what I mean? I mean, it's still here. And like I said, now I'm at peace with it. I'm just like, okay, God, if you heal me, you heal me.
Yeah.
If you don't, you don't. You still get the glory.
Still get and it took some
You
time to get there, right?
Oh, it took some time.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, girl, I've been dealing with this 3 years. The first 2 years, yeah, I was like, really, Lord?
Yeah.
Like, you just gonna continue to, you know? And then I had to think about. I even thought about what did I do to deserve it? Am I being punished?
Mm.
You know what I mean? I was like, okay, what did I do to deserve this? And then it was just like, you're my child.
Yeah.
And you're going to go through this because you're going to help other people. Healing is in your hands.
Yes.
And you know what I mean? He was like, going through this, you're going to help other people. And it's so crazy because at first I said I was not going to expose what I was going through.
Mm.
And so finally I started putting it on Instagram and putting it on Facebook. And now I have so many people that are inboxing me and they're like, what are you doing? Because you look like you're not in any pain. You look like, you know, you have hope. going through this. And so now I'm being able to minister to people. I had a lady that over just this weekend, she was talking about her mother. She was like, my mother's in so much pain. Can you help me? And so, we talked back and forth, back and forth. And, I was just like, well, I think maybe she needs to see a different doctor. I
Mm,
don't think the doctor is treating her the way the way that she needs to be treated. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So she took her mom to the doctor actually on yesterday to a different doctor. And she was like, the doctor started her off with different medication. He didn't feel like the stuff that she was on. So now, you know what I mean? It's making sense while I'm going through what I'm going through, you know? And I say, it's so funny how every time I go through something, I question God. And I know it's for me to help other people. I mean, even to the point where when I lost my twins, I was pregnant with twin boys and I lost them. And for the longest, I didn't tell anybody. I didn't want nobody to know. And as soon as I started telling people, I had all these people that have lost babies
Mm,
come to me.
yeah.
And so, you know what I mean? I know what I go through is for me to share and to help other people. And so now I'm just like, this is just what it is, and it's okay.
It's okay. And I love that the fact that some people are so like thinking that they're not speaking positively about the church if they say
Mm-hmm.
that I was upset with God because of it for a minute. My faith was shaken for a little bit. I think the problem sometime in the church, and I'm not trying to bring all the church into it, but I
No,
want
no,
people
you're
to
fine.
understand that it's okay. Like it's okay to
It's
have your
okay.
made out of flesh and blood. And I tell people all the time, God gives us emotions and feelings. There's a
Mm-hmm.
definition for being sad, depressed, anxious.
Mm-hmm.
They have a definition because those are emotions that sometimes you're gonna feel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know?
Oh, most definitely. And you know what? And I'm very honest about it. I tell people, no, I was mad at God and I said, okay, I'm not going to serve you.
Mm,
You know,
yeah.
I've been down that road. And and it, of course he just was like, we'll see, you know what I mean? And of course, you know what I mean, after going through that, because I am human and
Yeah.
because our human side always rise up first. Hardly ever the time when we get a blow in our face, we automatically go running to God. We
Exactly.
always be like, what the world? Why?
Yes.
We ask why, you know what I mean? We cry, we get upset. This doesn't make any sense. I don't know, you know what I mean? And then we realize, oh, we have a God that we serve.
Yes.
Why am I doing and saying all this stuff when I need to go to Him?
Exactly.
So a lot of times I shared that I'm human and yes, I do get upset with God. Everything that He does, I don't like.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I
And
do.
that's something that we need to really be honest. And a lot of times I get a lot of slack from that because I am a first lady. Because people think because I am a first lady, as soon as a trial comes my way, that I automatically go run into Him. That's not true.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
It's not true. Now I eventually get to Him.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But sometimes it's not immediately.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why when I can talk to someone and they tell me how they feel, I can relate because I go, okay, I've been down that road.
Exactly.
I understand. And then I tell them that, and a lot of times they be like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah." The day-to-day things that you go through, I'm not exempt for trials and tribulation just because I'm a first lady, just because I'm a PK kid.
Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
I'm just not. I think sometimes we get it a little bit harder.
Mm. Sometime I feel that
You know
too.
what I mean? And I think it's because he wants to use us because we are in front and he wants to get the glory. So,
I agree. Oh
mhm.
my goodness, that's so awesome. Thank you for being so open and sharing that. Like you said, because that's the main focus of this platform is for people to share and be real.
Mhm.
Don't just say what you think everybody else wants to hear,
Right.
and share what you really are feeling and how you got through it. That's the
Mhm.
biggest thing about this
Yeah.
platform.
And I'm gonna tell you, going through it was not easy. I had to pray a lot. I
Mm,
had to get every healing scripture I could find in the Bible. I had to start posting them places in my house, on my refrigerator, in my mirror. You know what I mean? Because I had to keep reminding myself. I had to keep reminding myself that God is in this
yeah.
and I'm allowing Him to be in this. A
Yeah.
lot of times that's where we mess up, is we don't allow him to be in the stuff that we're going through. We want to try to deal with it ourselves. We
Yeah.
want to try to fix it ourselves. But
Mhm.
no, that's not the way. And that's why a lot of times we go through stuff so long, because
Mm.
you don't allow God to be in it. Like
Yeah.
I said, the first 2 years, God was not in this. He was
Mhm.
not in me going through this, because, I would pray, oh God, heal me. But it was just like, because I'm tired of this. So I'm tired of going through this. I need you to hurry up and heal me. Like, come on, Jesus. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
then now, where I have him in the center, and I'm like, God, this is your temple. This is your body. I give back to you completely. And it's like immediately I started getting the right doctors. They started connecting and all working together and finding the right regimen and the right medications. And it's just like now things are going smoothly. Like I said, I'm still in pain, but I'm nowhere near in pain like I was. Sometimes the pain would be so bad, I would just fall to the floor.
Mm.
I have not done that in like a year.
Oh, thank God.
So God is he's been good, and he's in this. And
Yeah.
that's because I'm allowing him.
I love it.
I'm giving him that space to do whatever he's going to do. And for that, I'm forever grateful. I mean, like, I can brag on my team, girl. My neurologist, my neurosurgeon, my regular doctor, my endocrinologist, all of them, girl. And that's because, for one, before I got them, I prayed and I said, God, I need you to connect me. I need you to use them to do what they need to do.
Mhm.
Because at first I had these doctors, they were just doing whatever they wanted to do. They were not coming together. They were not connecting. They were not talking. So at one point, I was taking like 18 pills a day.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I said, this is unreal. So because of that, you know what I mean? I gained so much weight.
Mm.
Then I started thinking I wasn't pretty. Then, because of the pain was so bad, I couldn't comb and wash my hair. I had to cut all my hair off. That in itself was just like, what in the world? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But I just was like, I have to. I can't comb my hair. You know what I mean? And then talking to my husband about it. Of course, I thank God for him, because he has supported me in every way going through this. You know what I mean? When I told him I had to cut my hair, I was so scared, because I thought he was going to be like, what? You don't need to cut your hair? You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
was trying to wear wigs, and I couldn't even do that, because the hair on that would push on this side, it would fire off. It would, you know what I mean? It would
Oh,
flare me up. So I couldn't do that.
yeah.
So, I'm just like, well, I can't have hair touching my face. He understood it. And I thank God my kids, like, they understand. When the days that I was in bed and couldn't do anything, they would come here, Mommy, we're going to the game. You can't go. Okay, well, my youngest son, you want me to stay with you and take care of you? You know what I mean? So through this whole situation, I've been blessed with my family. I've had great support. And it's so sad, because there's so many people that go through this don't have that. We have a lot of people that think that they're faking,
Mm.
or, you know what I mean, just want attention. And I haven't experienced that. And I thank God, for that. The support has been so great in my house.
Yeah.
Even to the point my husband started learning how to cook. So
Well, praise God for that.
there was some days, you know what I mean, that I could not cook, because it was
Yeah.
just so bad. And so, he put his husband duty on,
Oh,
because
wow.
I was just like, I don't know how this is gonna work, and started learning how to cook. I mean, he normally is like the grill guy,
Yeah.
but I'm talking about in the kitchen cooking.
Wow.
I was like, kudos to him. I love you, husband.
Oh, that is awesome. Look, God will prepare you ahead of time.
Mhm. Yes,
Oh,
yes,
wow.
yes.
So all that you're going through currently still, and let's say you got a t-shirt made today, what would that t-shirt say that reflects the woman that you are today?
Chosen.
Mm, love it.
That's what it would be. It would be chosen. It's so funny. You know how when you just go over your life and think about the things that you've been through, the things that God has brought you through. And I realized He chosen me for all the things that I've faced. You know what I mean? And because of that, I'm grateful. You know, what's one thing that he doesn't make no mistakes.
No.
And from everything that I've went through, God has chosen me. So that's a shirt that would say chosen.
You're chosen. I agree. You
Hmm.
definitely lead the church gracefully. And, I always felt comfortable coming to you when I come and visit the church. I felt like
Hmm.
you were that kind of person. I always felt like I could just be myself around. And I thank you for that. I thank you for being my first lady. And so, do you have anything that you would like to, that you're working with the community with, or anything for, because we both like to work with women. So, is there anything that you would like to share?
Um, I would say the thing that I'm doing now, I'm actually in the process of writing a book.
Yes.
So that's my main thing that I'm focusing on is writing the book. Like I said, I'm for women and I'm for helping women, inspiring women in any way possible. So I do help with a couple of groups, that's already existing. But my main thing right now is I'm writing a book and I'm just telling my story. And it's actually, the book is called Chosen. And I'm talking about the things that I've been through, very personal, very detailed, how God chose me and how I was able to go through it, survive it, and I'm okay with it.
Mm. Well, when that book comes out, it will be on the Wrinkle Society of Hope website, so that
Yay.
we'll be able to put that link out there and you can purchase that book when it's done. So she'll send me that link.
Yes.
So I'm so thank you for coming to the Wrinkles family today. You have really provided a great testimony to so many people that I know are going to be blessed by you today.
Awesome. I thank you again for thinking of me and calling me. It's an honor and a privilege to be a part of Wrinkle.
Thank you. Bye, Wrinkles.